Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with James. I'm your host James. Today, another simple and delicious cook. We are going to be doing fried chicken breast in Ninja Speedy. Now I've had a lot of comments of people asking how to or can you do fried chicken breast, and the answer was I'm not really sure because I've tried a few times, and the key thing is that you cannot overcook the chicken breast. So after many trials and attempts at doing it, I found the perfect way to do it. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you're notified when my new videos come out. Let's get into the cook. Alright, so real quick, I just want to show you what the ingredients are that you're going to need. We got 1.5 cups of flour. Now for the seasonings, because we're going to season the flour, but I've got 1 tablespoon of garlic salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I've got 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of red cayenne pepper, and then 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. And then we have our chicken breast, and we've got 1 egg, and we'll also be using a cup of water. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so first thing we want to do is we want to season our flour with all of the seasonings that I told you guys, and the information will be, the ingredients, measurements will be in the description below. Grab a fork, whatever you like. Go ahead and make sure to mix all of this up really good, and then once you're done, set it aside. Alright, so now what we're going to do is actually season up the chicken breast. Now this chicken breast, this is the key on how to make the chicken breast so juicy and tender and actually cooked perfect, okay? This chicken breast weighs a little over 1 pound, so it's not one of the ones where you get in the frozen bags that are, you know, really thin, slim, small. Those are going to get overcooked. I've tried just to see if I can get it to work. It never works out. So this is the best way to do it. Go to your meat department and get the thick chicken breast, the whole chicken breast. Now we're going to season this up with some, we're just going to use some garlic salt. We're going to keep this seasoning pretty simple because we've got a lot of seasoning in the flour. And then some cracked black pepper on top of that. Yum! That smells or sounds delicious, because it is. Alright, so we've got the chicken breast seasoned up. I'm going to season the bottom, and we'll take it to the next step. Alright, so we got the chicken breast all seasoned up. Now here we've got our flour with the seasoning and the 1 egg, just cracked it in a bowl, whisked it up, and what we're going to do is dry, wet, dry, and that's how this turns out. We're going to actually build a crust on this chicken. So we're going to go into the flour and get everything, set this plate to the side, and get the flour everywhere. Get it all over. And then we're going to go into the egg wash. And just kind of dip it off a little bit, and then into the egg wash. Now this is important because with the chicken breast, this is actually going to build a crust. I don't know if you watched my other fried chicken videos. We did not do an egg wash. It didn't turn out as good. It was still good, but I find for the chicken breast that the egg wash actually, it builds a crust, and it is better. Okay, so egg wash, you want to get egg all over everywhere on that, and then we are going to go back in to the flour, and yes, your fingers will get messy. So go ahead and get flour all over everything. Okay, so we've got our chicken all ready to go. Now you can do 2 of these big pieces of chicken breast, and that is a lot of meat. I mean, it's over 1 pound, so 2 of these will be a lot of meat. But let's go ahead and get this thing cooked in the Ninja. Okay, we are at the Ninja Speedy. The unit is not turned on. We're going to open the top, show what we're using. It's just the little roaster rack, and then obviously the drip pan below it. First thing we want to do, I have 1 cup of water. Dump that in there. Now we've got our chicken breast. Now you want to put the top of the chicken breast down. Okay, you want that to face down. So we're going to start with the top of the chicken breast facing down. And like I said, you can fit 2 of those in there. So that's how we're placing it. Close the top on the unit here. Turn the unit on. And we want to be over here on, let's see, oh there we go, yep, on the rapid cook side. We want to go down to steam and crisp. Okay, and actually we're going to leave it at 390 degrees and the time will be 17 minutes. We'll hit start. It'll take a couple, 2-3 minutes to preheat and then start counting down and then we'll take it to the next step. Okay guys, we are counting down, started at 17 minutes, and we got 6 minutes left. We're gonna open this up, and we're probably gonna get steam all over the place. Yes, let's go ahead and get that steam off the lens. And let's take a look at what we got so far. I'm gonna say, yeah, okay. So from here, oh, more steam, is we're simply going to flip the chicken. Make sure to get some tongs. So we're flipping the chicken, closing the top. We'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, we are finally counting down until the last time. I'm actually going to up this at 10 seconds just to take a look and see what we got. And you always want to cook to temperature, not time. And it's looking absolutely amazing. So I'm going to stick my probe in the thickest part of the meat. And we're right around 128. So last thing we're going to do is get under here and give it one last flip. So look at that. Sounds good. Now with the temperature being at 128, we are going to add 4 minutes to our 17 minutes. So we'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, we are counting down, 6:54. Actually, I'm going to open up with just a couple of seconds left, with 2 seconds left, just to see steam out of here. And we'll bring you guys in for a quick look, and I'm going to say, yeah. I'm going to say, yeah. That looks delicious. Fried chicken breast. Amazing. So I'm going to take it out. I'm going to let it sit on the cutting board for about 5, maybe 10 minutes. We'll cut into it. See you in a minute. All right, so here is what we ended up with. Now, do you think that looks like fried chicken? Absolutely. And I did make a mistake on when I was turning it over on this side right here, because I lost a lot of the wash and everything. That's my fault. Just be careful. I just was reckless, just went in and grabbed it and flipped it. Not a big deal. Just be a little careful when you do that. That's the first time that's happened to me. I don't know. Had the camera in my hand, whatever. So I'm going to take this off. And with all the clear juices, awesomeness, I'm going to grab a knife. And actually, I'm going to bring you guys in here just a little bit closer, just so we can cut into it. I got a big knife here. We're going right down the middle of this big breast. Oh, do you hear that crunch? Oh, and perfectly cooked. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try it. Yes, my mouth is watering. I don't know, I'll just try some of this over here. Oh man. So, nice big piece of, you see the steam coming off there? That thing is still super hot. It's been sitting for about 10 minutes, so let's take a bite. I gotta say, that is perfectly cooked fried chicken breast. That's how you do it. But don't go anywhere, because I actually have some important words that I want to tell you guys about this cook. I'll see you up top. Alright, so we're finished with the cook. Now, what I want to say, this is pretty important. I hope whoever tries this is watching this portion of the video, because this is really important. You always want to cook to temperature, not time. So when I temp these, or this, it came out, it was 163 degrees. So I took it out, put it on the cutting board, let it sit for about 10 minutes before I cut into it. Anywhere, I mean, you want to pull it right around 160 degrees or so and let it rest, because it continues to cook while it's sitting. So, you want it anywhere between 160 and 165, to pull it out is where it's done. So the main thing here is that we added some time, and it's okay because you add time, or when I'm cooking, I'm always adding time, or even things get done sooner. So it just really depends on the piece of meat that you're cooking. I've had cooks with that be done in 15 minutes, some be done in 24, 25 minutes. It really just depends. So a thermometer is key. You want to check the temperature. So that's really what I want to stress and what I want to get out to you guys. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you can get my future videos when they come out. Give a thumbs up. Please drop an awesome comment. With that being said, we'll catch you on the next cook. Thanks for watching.